Okay. If you are in my Telegram group, I posted my Telegram group to say that this week is an interesting property week. Okay, why do I say this week is an interesting property week? Because I feel that this week there's a lot of funny news. Means not the normal news where like property price drop or property increase or whatsoever, but we have some special news about the Singapore property market. So to me, this week is a very interesting week that you hardly come by. Okay, first of all, the first thing I want to talk about, before I talk about, right, please hit the like button, and also if you watch the video, try to subscribe lah. Subscribe won't hurt you, okay? And also subscribe will means that you will get updated with the latest video, because 58% of my viewers right never subscribe. Means there's still a lot of you that never subscribe to my videos, okay? Okay, so please help me, okay? Like and subscribe, okay? It takes only less than 1 second for you to like the video, but it takes me a lot of effort to make a video. Okay, first, I think the first news that came out that was interesting was about this IRAS. IRAS to claw back 60 million from 166 private property, exploiting 99 to 1 loophole to dodge ABSD. Okay, so first of all, I want to explain this, okay? Pardon my cap, because having a back hair, they haven't cut hair, tomorrow they cut. Because normally I cut on the Monday. Okay, so first of all, I want to emphasize 99.1 has nothing to do with decoupling. So this is not about decoupling. This is not about like, I buy 99, my wife put 1, then we buy a property, then 5 years later I sell my wife sell the 1% to me, and then my wife can go and buy another property. This is not that case. Okay. This 99.1 is more like a part purchase. Okay, I won't emphasize a lot because I know there's a lot of article talking about it, but a lot of people also ask me about it. But I just feel that first of all, this is wrong lah, and the government is really trying to stop it, and IRAS are really looking for these people to crawl back this thing. So I don't want to like talk more about it, like emphasize about it or encourage it or like focus on it to tell you, oh, actually you can do this, and this is what the people have been doing. Okay, I don't know if now if you do it, what will happen, or did IRAS call the lawyers and tell the lawyer, hey, cannot do all these things already? I don't know, but I just want to put a very forward statement is that this is nothing to do with decoupling. So you still can buy property and put 99.1, then 5 years later, 6 years later, 10 years later, 8 years later down the road, you still can decouple and pay 1% ABSD. I'm very sure this whole system is not talking about that. This whole system is talking about part purchase, okay? And it works, if I'm not wrong, it only works on new launches. It doesn't work on your resale properties, okay? So I don't want to focus too much, but I just want to clear the doubt, okay? Clear the doubt. Next, today at I don't know when, but I received the news 6 minutes after the article came out, so it was pretty early. Then I see a lot of funny comments already, so I just want to talk about this. So what happened is the latest, the headline is seller can list their HDB flats on HDB flat portal from May 13. Okay, when I see this, I if you read the title only don't read the article you're like, what, jialat already. Is it like agent bo tang jia already? Like, is this going to affect the agent's job? Actually, to be frank, I actually like this. Okay, and will this affect the agent's job? Actually, I don't think so. But I foresee that this thing is like a can of worms. Means once this can of worms open, right, there's a lot of things that will happen. Okay, so let's analyze this together. I'm going to tell you my analysis and my view lah. First of all, okay, the first thing is they say that, okay, in May 13, HDB going to have this website where genuine listing can be found. Okay, how genuine listing can be found? HDB says that the seller must have the intent to sell registered so that they can list on this website. Okay, this is number one good thing. First of all, right, it stops agent that like to post dummy advertisement. That kind of advertisement that some people you go and see there's some agency or some people or some group of people that like to post fake advertisement. Then every time you call them, either the picture very nice, the price very cheap, but it's all fake one. Okay, then so this portal right will not have fake one because it's under HDB, and you need to have the intent to sell before you advertise. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So this thing will sieve out all the fake people. But I see one problem here. There's a few problems. First of all, we continue, okay? Because I get very excited because there's a lot of things inside. So I think first of all, it sieve out all the fake people. Then they say it will be free for the time being. Means next time may not be free. Okay? And another thing is agent can also post. So agent can post and manage for their sellers. Sellers can post themselves. But this interesting thing come already. He said buyer will only be able to access and use the system and arrange viewing if they have a HFE. So you see, buyer, y'all don't when I ask y'all, do you have a HFE? No. I say, oh, then you maybe wait for HFE to come out, then you contact me to view. HDB also tell you this thing. HDB will tell you only view when you have your HFE. This is the new portal. They already came out already. They already say you get HFE then view. So this direction that we have been heading is always correct. It's in line with what the government is trying to do. Okay? So this thing first of all, I tell you the number one people that will get hit are the major advertisement portals Okay, I don't want to name names, but the major property advertisement portals. I tell you, some of these major property portals, they have been increasing price by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% every year. Okay, and agents are paying a lot of money to advertise on their website. So this is one good thing. This is one good thing. To me, this is one good thing. Because first of all, this thing currently is free. Okay, it cuts down the price. Even though next time HDB may want to charge, I don't know, charge seller or charge agent, but it will never charge as expensive as a private entity. I hope, okay? That's one thing. So it helps us cut costs. Number two, this is a very transparent place where you have only serious, not serious seller, real seller. I wouldn't say serious because you can do intend to sell but don't sell You can be not serious. Okay? So as long as you do an intent to sell, you can post. So you can be not serious but you are real. So you can be genuine, not just fishing for advertisement. So some of the fake advert that I can see inside is agent go and advertise their own house, or that's the only possibility, or they call their parents to do intent to sell or whatever I don't know Is this a loophole? I'm not too sure because the portal is not out yet. So I feel that first of all, it helps agents save money. It also give these major portals, property portals, like something to think about Maybe it's time to adjust the price instead of just keep increasing price. Okay. And then I see this portal also have this very interesting thing where they will automatically fill up the details, so which is very good. So hopefully things will not be wrong because since the HDB flat portal will provide address flat type floor area floor plan and everything. Okay. Then later on I read again. Okay. He says that seller will be prompt if the listing price is at least 10% above the highest transacted price similar nearby in the past 6 months, and receive a prompt if the price is abnormally low. So means this one means this system also help them do a little bit of price control. This is what I feel just my personal opinion So if you put too high, the system will tell you, you put too high This one is also quite interesting. And also I read further down I feel that this thing is also good because I realized some of the agents or some of the sellers, they will post listing at very high price. Okay, why am I saying that? I think 2-3 weeks ago, I'm still trying to find this article, but I posted on my Telegram group. Is that the government actually, if you join my Telegram group, the government actually flagged 2 million HDB listing, including misleading ad for jumbo unit in Sengkang. So now the government even come and check already. The way you advertise HDB flat, they will come and check. So this is like a big thing So they say that the highest transaction is 1.5 over million you market 2 million it's higher than market price then they ask them to take down and investigate. Then the other one is about jumbo unit, blah 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 blah. The content is not important, but the context is important. The context is the government is trying to control this kind of misleading advertisement or advertisement that creates big hoo-ha about the HDB market that cause like a wrong signal to the buyers that HDB prices is going up. You can even sell 2 million today. I tell you who are the culprits of this news. If you go and see all those news website they like to post 1 million HDB flat 46 1 million HDB flat. I tell you, why you all want to go and keep talking about 1 million HDB flat? 1 million HDB flat is a norm. It's very normal one. As long as new, good location, it will definitely be a million. Okay, and if it's big, is a little bit older, it will also be a million. So there's really nothing to talk about. So people keep using this as a topic 啊，好像在炒菜啊 you know 炒菜啊 keep trying to fry and make the fire bigger 啊 you know like 煽风点火啊 okay if you understand what I mean lah. So the 2 million one, the make the fire even burn even harder. So I think the government don't like it. So they can't start to step in and do this already. So you see when the government step in to do that, right? At the same time, within the next few days, the government release this portal. So it's quite in line with what they are trying to do lah. So to me, this portal is trying to give people more educate buyers about the correct pricing, because in this portal, right, they also will show you comparisons. This is what I read. They show you comparisons between the new BTO prices as well as the resale price. So it gives people a more in-depth understanding about whether you buy this price, is it correct or not? Is it the right decision or not? So HDB is definitely trying to control the HDB price here. Okay? I read further down. This one. The buyer can also compare resale flat listings with new BTO flats on the aspect of price and remaining lease, so that they can consider both options. Make informed decision on their flat purchase. First of all, does it mean that this one, when this thing is out, agent will lose their job? Actually, frankly speaking, I don't think so. But just now when I said at the start of the video, this opened another can of worms. I'm very sure some sellers will try to sell their house themselves since they have this new portal. Actually, it's a good thing, because after they start to sell the house themselves, right, they will know how difficult is it. Because the kind of buyer that you get is really all kinds of buyer. Is the buyer eligible? Is the buyer correct? Is the whole process correct? Is the whole timeline planning correct? And after you sell, what you need to do? All these things really require a lot of experience, a lot of skill, a lot of knowledge. It's not just got a portal you post and then you get it correct already. It's really not like that. So I feel that this is a good thing, because it makes people, after people try, I think it will make people more aware of the value that a good agent can add to them. I'm not saying that all agents can add to you, because I see comment people say, what a lousy agent lah, what. Sure, this industry or this world sure got good and bad one lah. There cannot be everybody good one ma. Correct or not? So I feel that this thing is a good wake up call, because it may improve the standard and the quality of the agents. Definitely not something that will kill the agent's job in my perspective. Okay, and at the same time, with this thing you can see more value in the agent, because with this thing happening, right, maybe buyers will have less buyers will have agent. Means when they first enter, less buyers will enter with an agent. Then you will have difficulty trying to sieve out. I don't know how to explain to you lah, but it's really not so simple. Like, 你要买 or you want to buy you want to sell okay, I'll come together this price okay, settle sign. It's really not that simple. So I've been here for 15 years. I can tell you it's really not that simple lah. Not that I'm trying to make you think that I can value add you. No, it's really not that simple. It's really that simple. All the agents that join the industry will make it really simple. Then I think our industry more or less long ago gone lah. But it's really not that simple, okay? So I don't know how to explain, but you try it, you will know that it's not so simple. That's all I can say. A lot of times it's very hard to explain, because you never know what will happen. There's 101 scenario. If you are in your own occupation, you're in your own forte, you will understand a lot of things come from experience, come from on the job, come from doing. Maybe reading is very easy, but when doing it's totally different lah. Okay, so I don't want to talk about this lah, because you all will think that later I very biased, so I don't want to say so much about this. Okay, so the next thing is that this portal, right, also enable agent to manage for the seller. So actually, after I read everything, I feel that this portal is actually a good thing. The people that will get affected the most actually are those property portals. Because if today HDB, right, to be frank, if this portal is really that good, I will use this portal. Then I will actually try to tally the listing from this portal and the portal outside. Because this portal may have some restriction, may have some limitation compared to those property portals outside. So I will still do comparison. I will still check that, hey, this one posted here, is it posted in Property Guru? This one posted here, is it posted in where? Then I will check and tally in order to give the best result to the client. That's number one. Number two, this is also another can of worms, because if you know about this thing called FSBO, actually if you are in the industry for 15 years, 10 years, 2010 or even earlier, you know this thing called FSBO. Last time we have this system called FSBO, for sale by owner. So last time when the days where there's no property portals, we post advertisement on the newspaper. There's sellers that also post their advertisement on the newspaper. They post themselves. So that system will actually sieve out this kind of seller, call them the FSBO, for sale by owner. So with this information coming out, agents also be able to sieve out, hey, this one is the buyer, this one is a direct seller, this one is a direct seller, maybe I can ask him, maybe I can go and capture him, maybe I can go to this blog and find this seller, see whether he's interested to engage an agent or not. So this is another can of worms that will happen. Okay. So please don't fault me. I say this too early already, so everybody also know. But I think this one sooner or later people will know lah. So I just review to you first, because when I look at this news article, I want to have a full perspective of what is happening. I don't want to have a biased view of it or a negative view. I must see all angles to have a full spectrum of this whole system. Okay. So I think that's it for now, okay? Because so far the system is not launched. I haven't been able to see this system. But I feel that these are some of the issues that will happen and may happen. And also I do agree with them that it's very good that a seller need to do intent to sell in order to list, because that's correct. Because if it's haven't MOP, you also cannot list. So last time people ask me, hey, Aaron, I haven't MOP, can I start selling? I don't think it's a good idea, because you haven't do intent to sell. Because you need to MOP, then can get a approved intent to sell. So HDB is also in the same direction as me. So when they tell about buyer, same thing. I told the buyer, don't have HFE, cannot view, because you cannot buy. Why view? Why waste time? You waste the seller's time, you waste your own time. So this one also same direction. Need to have HFE, then can arrange viewing. So I feel that the government do this is very good, because at least HDB can be in a controlled environment. Can this be done in a private environment? I think it's very difficult, because after all, it's a private market. It's called private for a reason. Okay, so again, the portals may be separated into private, may be separated HDB in the future. I'm not too sure, but at least this is the direction that I'm seeing it, and I feel that agents still have to provide the correct direction, correct value, and understand how to make use of all these portals to their advantage to provide values to their client, because these are just systems that help the job be done easier, but it doesn't it's like paper lah. To me, paper will never be cute. This world cannot live without paper lah. To me, when people tell me, got iPad already, got computer lah, no need paper. Actually, to be frank, the idea is like that. Paper can never die. AI can take over the world or not? Cannot totally. Okay, it will improve but cannot cancel the world. So again, to me, I feel that the knowledge and the experience that I have in order to execute a correct transition plan, a correct sales plan, in order to match the correct seller with the correct buyer, all this experience and knowledge that I have is still very valuable. It cannot be replaced by just a portal. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Hit the like button, subscribe button. I hope it's interesting to you, because this thing just came out, I think, a few hours ago. So, bye-bye.